thing, right? When I was younger, of course, imagine I came from a country where we spoke Lingala, which is my mother tongue. We spoke French, you know, and French was that language, right? When I came to this country, I thought, oh, yeah, I'm special. Because you guys looked at French different to how we looked at it. I didn't know anything else but French, but you guys looked at French as, you know, the language of love. You know, you hear words like, je t'aime, je t'adore. Everything sounds nice, isn't it? Va-va-voom. Like, that's the sound of a car engine. Va-va-voom, right? In any other language, you guys would have been, you hear someone going va-va-voom in French, oh my God. He's flirting with me, it's a car. What's the sound of an engine in English? Yeah? That's nothing. Do you understand? And of course, in Lingala, Africans, we just make up sounds for everything. Ta, 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 ta. You know, I was starting the car. Ta, 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 ta. And that's the thing about us being Africans, right? It's like we have sound effects. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Like I feel like it's a training program to just reunite us in Great Britain. Have a little bit of understanding. Yeah? I remember growing up. Yeah, I had two friends, Leroy, yeah, and Billy. Those were their real names. Don't look at me like that. You weren't there. Yeah? Billy was English, Leroy was from Jamaica, right? And then we had Tunde. Tunde was my Nigerian friend. And this is what used to happen, right? There was a moment where Leroy and Billy came up to me and said, Ed, we've got to speak to you about something, man. So what's the problem? So, well, you know, Leroy's, you know, Tunde's house. I think, you know, this is Great Britain, man. His mum's a bit restricted. She doesn't say much. It's always the dad talking. She makes these weird sounds. And of course, you know, me being the neutral friend, right? I went over to Tunde. I said, Tunde, we've got to talk. Tunde said, what is it? I said, what's wrong? Is everything all right at home? And I tried to be political about it. Of course, you know, Leroy kicked the door down. He's coming and he's like, no, listen, bro. Your mum's a bit crazy, bro. She makes these weird sounds, What's all that about? And at that moment, Tunde switched. You know, Nigerians, when they're angry, they start to stutter. What do you mean? You don't know nothing about me. At that point, he started to explain. He said, don't you know African women don't have to say much in this life to get by? They have two sounds, and eh. I said, what? Say what? And eh. That was the first time I heard her saying. I've heard my mum make sometimes, but that's just when she doesn't believe me. She'll be like, that means you're getting a beating. That's a different conversation. But she said, and eh. And I was like, bro, what's this? I've not heard. He said, you're not Nigerian. How would you know? I said, well, explain to me. He goes, well, is when you're confused. Is when you're angry. Is when you're flabbergasted. We like using big words, see? Discombobulated. I said, what? I said, well, what about eh? Well, eh is when you're relaxed. Eh is when everything is going okay. Eh is when you see your ex suffering. Sorry, that was for me. I just threw that one in there. She will be watching this.